But have you ever wondered what happens if an astronaut gets stuck in space? It's the ultimate nightmare scenario, right? Stranded hundreds of kilometers above Earth with limited supplies and no ride home. It sounds like the plot of a Hollywood movie, but for space agencies, it's a very real possibility they have to prepare for. And recently, China revealed its own incredible plan for just such an emergency. It's a story that combines cutting-edge technology, human ingenuity, and the high-stakes world of space exploration. So, let's set the scene. Picture this. China's magnificent Tiangong space station is orbiting the Earth on board. A crew of takenauts, that's what Chinese astronauts are called, are busy conducting experiments, living and working in zero gravity. Their mission is going smoothly, but then disaster strikes. Maybe it's a micrometeoroid impact, a critical system failure, or some other unforeseen event that damages their Shenzhou spacecraft, their only ride back to Earth. They're stranded. The clock is ticking. What do? This is where China's ambitious space rescue plan kicks in. Unlike the early days of spaceflight, where a stranded crew would have been a near-certain tragedy, China has developed a rapid response rescue capability. It's a testament to how far their space program has come in such a short time. The core of this plan is having a backup spacecraft ready to go at a moment's notice, on the ground at the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in the vast Gobi Desert. A complete launch-ready rocket and a second Shenzhou spacecraft are always on standby. Think of it like a space ambulance, permanently parked and waiting for an emergency call. This isn't just a concept on a whiteboard, it's an operational strategy. For every crewed mission that launches to the Tiangong station, a sister ship and its Long March rocket are prepared and kept in a state of near readiness. This is a massive logistical and technical undertaking. It means you essentially have to prepare 2 full missions for the price of 1. 2 rockets, 2 spacecraft, and 2 ground teams working in parallel. While one crew is in orbit, the other set of hardware is being readied, tested, and kept on high alert. This strategy is known as launch on demand, and it's a game changer for astronaut safety. So, if that distress call ever comes from the Tiangong station, the emergency protocol would be initiated immediately. The ground teams would spring into action, rolling the rescue rocket out to the launch pad and beginning final preparations. The goal is to launch this rescue mission in the shortest time possible. While officials haven't given a precise timeline, experts estimate it could be as little as a week to 10 days from the emergency declaration to liftoff. That's incredibly fast in the world of space launches, where preparations usually take months. This rescue Shenzhou would be a little different from a standard mission. Instead of launching with a crew of 3, it would launch autonomously, controlled entirely from the ground. It would be an uncrewed taxi, flying itself to the space station. The journey itself is a marvel of orbital mechanics. The spacecraft would perform a series of complex maneuvers to chase down the Tiangong station, which is hurtling around the Earth at over 27,000 kilometers per hour. Once it arrives, it would perform a delicate automated docking procedure, latching onto a vacant port on the station. For the stranded takenauts, seeing that rescue ship arrive and connect to their station would be the most beautiful sight imaginable. With a new, healthy spacecraft docked and ready, they would transfer from the station into the rescue capsule undocked and begin their journey back to Earth, leaving the damaged ship behind. This capability didn't just appear overnight. It's the result of years of steady development and growing confidence in China's space technology. The Shenzhou spacecraft itself is a remarkable vehicle. Drawing inspiration from the Russian Soyuz, it has been continuously upgraded and modernized. It's reliable, robust, and now it's also proven to be a capable uncrewed vehicle, a crucial element for this rescue plan to work. The Tiangong space station is also designed with this in mind. It has multiple docking ports, which means there is always a spare parking spot for a rescue vehicle to arrive without interfering with the damaged ship. It is this kind of forward-thinking and system redundancy that makes modern space stations so much safer than their predecessors. Now, you might be thinking, what about other space agencies? Do they have similar plans? The answer is yes, but the approaches are different. 4 astronauts on the International Space Station. The primary escape route has always been the spacecraft. They arrived in neither a SpaceX Dragon or a Russian Soyuz. The ISS always has at least 1, and often 2, lifeboats docked at all times. If one vehicle were to be damaged, the crew could theoretically squeeze into the remaining one for an emergency return. However, this has its own risks and limitations. China's approach of having a dedicated, ground-based rescue system is unique in its scale and operational readiness. It reflects a core philosophy in their crewed program: safety first. By investing in this launch-on-demand capability, they are providing an extra layer of security for their takenauts, a safety net that could mean the difference between life and death. This plan was actually put to a real-world test of sorts, though thankfully not in a real emergency. In late 2022, the Shenzhou 14 crew was on the station when the Shenzhou 15 mission launched to meet them. For a brief period, 2 Shenzhou spacecraft were docked to Tiangong at the same time, and 6 takenauts were on board the station together. This historic handover demonstrated that the station could support a larger crew and handle multiple docked vehicles, validating key parts of the rescue scenario. It proved that if a rescue mission was needed, the station could accommodate both the stranded crew and the rescue vehicle simultaneously. This entire concept isn't just about China. It has broader implications for the future of international space cooperation, as more countries and private companies venture into orbit. The need for universal space rescue protocols becomes more and more critical. Imagine a future where an American astronaut on a private station needs rescue, and a Chinese spacecraft is the closest and fastest option available. Having standardized docking systems and collaborative rescue plans could one day create a global space safety network. Much like maritime search and rescue here on Earth, China's development of this capability is a powerful statement. It shows that their space program has reached a level of maturity where they can not only conduct complex, long-duration missions, but also handle complex, high-stakes emergencies. It's a shift from just getting into space to being able to operate there sustainably and safely. So, the next time you look up at the night sky and think about the astronauts orbiting above, you can be sure that the teams on the ground have thought of every contingency. For the takenauts on the Tiangong station, they have the ultimate insurance policy, a dedicated ride home, ready to launch from the Gobi Desert at a moment's notice. It's a remarkable achievement and a reassuring sign for the future of human spaceflight. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by space exploration and the incredible technology that makes it possible, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. See you next time.